Welcome back to the Clash Tips YouTube channel. Super Archers are OP. I love watching Rami on our Town Hall 11 No Siege team use them. He triples almost every time with it. Beautiful attacks. The key with any Sarch attack, Super Archers, is to get down the Eagle. You have to get down the Eagle in order for your Super Archers to stay alive. You can do that one of three ways. You can use Zap Quake, which is what Rami does here. You can, of course, do a Skelly Donut or Invis Skelly. That's a little more difficult, but it can be done. Or thirdly, if it's easily accessible, you can use a Hero Dive, maybe sending in your king or pathing your queen to where you can get to it quickly. But before you deploy your Super Archers, the Eagle has to go down. Once that Eagle is down, you essentially put your queen down on one side, you put your Super Archers down on the other side, and you want them to go around the base on opposite sides. Defenses to watch out for, of course, are out-of-reach air defenses, for the reason of being they can pick off your healers one by one. Second, of course, you have to watch for out-of-reach Inferno Towers, because those beams can pick off your healers, which will essentially end your attack. And lastly, you have to watch for out-of-range Expos, not only Expos, but any concentration of defenses that can slowly pick off your Super Archers one by one. Typically, your queen will stay alive for the whole raid, but the key is keeping your queen and your Super Archers alive, and I love how Rami does it in this attack. His opening sequence was threatened a bit by that Tesla farm that popped, but he kept his cool, he stayed with it, and now he's actually accessing those defenses that we talked about before, which are most important to watch. So, for example, he's opening up that compartment so that his Super Archers can go in there and attack that Inferno Tower, so that way they don't destroy his healers. And at the same time, he's able to gain access to that Expo so that they don't slowly pick off his Super Archers one by one. He does the same thing with the queen on the other side, giving that queen access to that Inferno Tower so that the Inferno Tower doesn't pick off the queen's healers one by one. Also, she has access to that Expo that's on that left side so that it doesn't slowly pick off his Super Archers one by one. And slowly he's just wrapping his troops around the base, slowly concentrating all of his firepower on that last set of defenses. This is the way to do a Super Archer attack. The one thing that you really need to remember is that Super Archers are slow. I don't know how many Super Archer attacks I've seen that have come down to the last second. The reason they're so slow is because they're great in bunches, but once they start to separate, they become much less damaging. Their damage goes down a lot. If they can stay together, they have a lot of power, but the way that it is, if you have 9 Super Archers that are all shooting at different stuff, you're going to inevitably start to lose some here, lose some there, and as a result, you're going to have less damage on everything that you're shooting. So be mindful of time. Make sure that you get that Zap Quake done as quickly as possible. In the beginning, don't just take your time, because you could be time pressed at the end of the raid. Super nice triple by Rami. Here again, another triple by Rami. Surprise, surprise, it's going to be Zap Quake Super Archers is what he's so good at. He zaps that Eagle and then quakes it out. He gets some great value by taking down that air defense and also taking down that Expo, some other things. Again, remember, do not put your Super Archers down until that Eagle is down, because once that Eagle starts targeting your Super Archers, it will take them out. Again, remember, defensive concerns: unreachable air defenses, unreachable Expos, unreachable Inferno Towers. You have to figure out pathing so that you can access those. He does that on this case by sending his queen south of the base, curling around. He sends his Super Archers north of the base, curling around. You can see there highlighted the defenses that could be a concern, and so he has to cut off his Super Archers there at the top, and he does so with his king, while at the same time using super wall breakers to allow his Super Archers to have access to that Inferno Tower. Beautiful job poisoning up the CC. He's going to take down that Inferno Tower with his Super Archers. His king is going to wrap around so that none of those defenses damage his Super Archers. With a Super Archer attack, you do have to be multi-focused. Our queen, for example, is about to engage the enemy queen, while at the same time our Super Archers are being engaged by the Inferno Tower. And when doing these attacks, it's very important to remember that the rage is not only for the troops, it's not only for your queen, it's not only for the Super Archers, but they are essentially for the healers. The healers are what are going to keep your troops alive so that they can continue, so that they can keep destroying more defenses as the clock counts down. At the bottom, Rami funnels with a baby dragon, absolutely beautiful. Uses a super wall breaker so that he can access that Expo, access that multi-Inferno Tower. Again, look at the top here where that X-Bow is slowly picking off those super archers. If there were any other defenses that were targeting those super archers, that X-Bow would be a major problem. Thankfully, he's able to get through pretty quickly. His queen is back to full health at the bottom. The super archers up top have stayed together as a pack, so their damage has been concentrated. They're able to take out defenses left and right. 2 super nice triples by Rami. But remember, pathing is the key to any successful super archer attack. You have to be able to access those defenses that can give your super archers and your queen trouble. Hopefully this is a video that you liked. If you want to keep up with awesome content that we're going to release in the future, please subscribe. Also like and comment. Let me know how your super archers attacks are going in the comments below.